Welcome everybody. This is Cloud Enabled Service for mobile devices. And the first subject is remote backup. And start mobile device data can be lost due to device failures or the loss or left of the device. Periodically backup data to ensure it is recoverable if needed. With mobile devices, storage is often limited and not removable. Perform remote backups to overcome these limitations. A remote backup is when a device copies its data to cloud storage using a backup app. To restore data, run the backup app and access the website to retrieve the data. Most mobile operating systems have a user account linked to the vendor's cloud service, such as iCloud for iOS, Google Sync for Android, and OneDrive for Microsoft. The users can enable automatically backups to the cloud for data, apps, and settings. Some third-party backup providers, such as Dropbox, can be used in mobile device can backup to a PC. iOS supports backups on items running on a PC. Another option is configuring mobile device management (MDM) software to backup user device automatically. And locator applications. If a mobile device is misplaced or stolen, it is possible to find it using a location app. Okay. A locator app should be installed and configured on each mobile device before it is lost. Both Android and iOS have apps for remotely location a device, like Apple's Find My iPhone. Google Find My Device allows a user to locate, ring, or log a lost Android device or erase data from the device. To manage a lost device, the user must visit Google Find My Device hosted at http://Google Android Find and log in with the Google account used on the Android device. Google Find My Device is included and enabled by default on Android 5X and can be found under Settings, Biometric Security, and Find My Mobile. iOS users can use the Find My iPhone app, as shown in the figure. The first step is to install the app, start it, and follow the instructions to configure the software. Different iOS devices locate a lost device with the Find My iPhone app. Note: if the app cannot locate the lost device, the device may be turned off or disconnected. Connect to a cellular or wireless network to receive app commands or send location information to the user. After locating the device, you may be able to perform additional functions, such as sending a message or playing a song. These options are helpful if you have misplaced your device. If the device is close by, playing a song indicates the location. If the device is on the other side, sending a message to display on the screen allows the finder to contact you. Okay. The next topic is remote lock and remote wipe. If attempts to locate a mobile device have failed, other security features can prevent data on the device from being compromised. Usually the same apps that perform remote location have security features. Two of the most common security features are remote lock and wipe. Note: for these remote security measures to function, the device must be powered on and connect to a cellular or Wi-Fi network. Select the arrow below to learn more about remote lock and remote wipe. Okay. And the first tab is remote lock. The remote lock feature for iOS device is called Lost Mode. The Android device manager calls this feature lock. It allows you to lock the device with a passcode, so others cannot gain access to the data in the device. For example, the user can display custom messages, or keep the phone from ringing due to incoming calls or text message. And remote wipe. The remote wipe features for iOS device is called Erase Phone. The Android device manager calls this feature Erase. It deletes all data from the device and returns it to a factory state. To restore data to the device, Android users must set up the device using a Gmail account, and iOS users must synchronize their device to iTunes. Most mobile device operating systems provide a full device encryption features. Full device encryptions can prevent anyone in possession of the device from circumventing the device access controls and reading the raw data stored in memory. A user's data on an iOS device is always encrypted, and the key is stored on the device. When you set to wipe to the device, the OS deletes the case, and the data becomes inaccessible. Data protection encryption is enabled automatically when a passcode lock is configured on the device. On Android OS, encryption is enabled through settings and security. Android uses full disk encryption with a passcode drive key. Check your understanding cloud enabled service from mobile device. Read the scenarios and match them with the security features that you will use to accomplish the configuration need. Find a mobile device that has been lost or stolen. Uh, Lost mode, locator app with locator app, and store mobile device data in the cloud. Remote backup, store mobile device. Okay, iTunes locator app. Remote backup. Delete all of the Android device and return it to a factory state. Erase. Remote lock an Android device using a passcode. Lost mode. Remotely lock an iOS device using a passcode. Okay, I need to translate this. uh, with remote backup or with iTunes. With I don't remember. With those mode and store iOS backups on local disk items. That is not correct. You have not successfully matched the security features with the scenarios. Please select reset and try again. Okay, show correct answer. Okay, locator app. Okay, find a mobile device that has been lost or stolen in locator app. Remote Apple. Okay, this is locator app. Remote backup. And delete all data on an Android device and return into a factory state. This is ERAS. Remotely look an iOS lost mode and store iOS backups on local PCs as well as iTunes. Okay, reset and Okay, this is good. Remote backup, it's well. Okay, this is lost mode, only log. Okay, remotely backup, lost mode is well. Okay, submit. Correct. You have successfully matched the security features with the scenarios. Okay, it's correct. And the next topic, mobile device software security, antivirus. Okay. All computers are vulnerable to malicious software. Smartphones and other mobile devices are computers and are also vulnerable. Antivirus apps are available for both Android and iOS, depending on the permissions granted to antivirus apps when installed on an Android device. They might not be able to scan files automatically or run slow data scan. Manually initiate file scans. iOS does not allow automatically or scheduled scans. These safety features prevents malicious programs from using unauthorized resources or contaminating older apps or the OS. Some antivirus apps also provide locate service, remote lock, or remote wipe. Mobile device apps run in a sandbox. A sandbox is a location of the OS that keep code insulated from other resources and other code. It is difficult for malicious programs to infect a mobile device because apps run inside the sandbox. An Android app asks for permissions to access a specific resource upon installation. A malicious app can access any resource that were allowed permissions during installation. This is another reason why it is vital to download apps only from trusted resource. Source. A trusted app's source is authenticated and unauthorized by a service provider. The service provider issues the developer a certificate to sync their apps and identify them as trusted. Due to the nature of the sandbox, malicious software does not usually damage mobile device. It is far more likely for a mobile device to transfer a malicious program to another device, such as a laptop or desktop. For example, suppose a malicious program download from email, the internet, or another device. In that case, a malicious program can be placed on a laptop the next time it connects to a mobile device. To prevent the malicious program from infecting additional devices, use a firewall. Firewall apps for mobile devices can monitor app activity and prevent connection to specific ports or IP addresses. Because mobile device firewall must be able to control other apps. Delocating works at a higher root permissions level. No-root firewalls work by creating a virtual private network (VPN) and then controlling app access to the VPN. Routing and jailbreaking. Several software restrictions usually protect mobile operating systems. For example, an unmodified copy of iOS will only execute unauthorized code and allow minimal user access to its file system. Routing and jailbreaking are two methods for removing restrictions and protection added to mobile operating systems. They are a means of circumventing the usual operating of the device operating system to gain superuser or root administrator permissions. Root is used on Android device to gain privileged or root-level access for modifying code or installing software not intended for the device. Jailbreaking is typically used on iOS devices to remove manufacturer restrictions allowing them to run arbitrary use code and granting users full access to the file system and kernel modules. Routing or jailbreak a mobile device usually voids the manufacturer warranty. A thorough modification are discouraged. A large group of users chose to remove their own devices. Restrictions: routing or jailbreak a mobile device customize the GUI to improve the speed and responsiveness of the device. Apps come from secondary or unsupported source. Jailbreak exploits vulnerabilities in iOS. A program is written after finding a usable vulnerabilities. This program is the actual jailbreak software distributed on the Internet. Apple discourages jailbreak and actively works towards eliminating vulnerabilities that make jailbreak possible on iOS, in addition to the OS, updates, and bug fixes. New iOS releases usually include patches to eliminate known vulnerabilities that allow jailbreak. When update fix OS vulnerabilities, it forces hackers to start over. Note: the jailbreak process is completely reversible. To remove the jailbreak and bring the device back to its factory state, connect to iTunes and perform restore. Okay. Patching and updating the operating system. You can update or patch the OS on mobile device like the OS or and desktop app. Laptop. Updates add functionality or increases performance. Patches can fix security problems or issues with hardware and software. Because there are so many Android mobile devices, updates and patches do not release as one package for all devices. Sometimes a new versions of Android cannot install on older devices where the hardware does not meet the minimum specifications. These devices might receive patches to fix known issues but not receive OS upgrades. Android updates Android updates and patches use automated process for delivery. When a carrier or manufacturer has an update for the device, a notification on the device indicates that an update is ready. Touch the update to begin the download and installation process. iOS updates use an automated process for delivery. Devices that do not meet the hardware requirements are executed. The easiest method to check for iOS update is on the iPhone. Go to Settings, General, Software Update, and Show in the figure. Two older types of updates from mobile device radio firmware are important. These are called baseband updates and consist of the preferred roaming list (PRL) and the primary rate (ESDN) (PRI). The PRL is configuration information that a cellular phone needs to communicate on other networks to call outside the carrier's network. The PRI configures the data rates between the device and the cell tower. This ensures that the device can communicate with the tower at the correct rate. And finish with check your understanding mobile devices software security. First is iOS allows both automatic and scheduled antivirus scan. True. Running apps in Sandbox helps mitigate damage to mobile device by malicious software. True. Routing is a method for removing restriction or modification. Routing, no. False. Jailbreak exploits vulnerabilities on iOS device and is completely reversible. Yes. Updates can have patches for Android device are not released on a package for iOS device. Not receivable. False. Okay, you have not successfully. Okay, so correct answer. Okay, false, false, true, false, false, true. Only is this reset is true. True. This is false. Correct. You have successfully identified the true and false statements. Okay. Finish with mobile operating system and security summary. Okay, mobile operating system and security summary. What did I learn in this module? Android versus iOS. Topic objectives. Compare the Android and iOS operating system. Mobile touch interface. Topic objectives. Describe the features of the Android and iOS touching interface. Common mobile devices features. Topic objectives. Describe operating system features and are common among mobile devices. Passcode locks. Topic objectives. Explain how to configure various types of passcode locks. Cloud-enabled service for mobile devices. Describe cloud-enabled service for mobile devices. And mobile devices software security. Topic objectives. Describe software security for mobile devices. Quiz mobile operating system and security. Question 1. What are two potential users benefits of routing or jailbreak on mobile devices? Choice 2. Potential users benefit. The user interface can be extensively customizable. The operating system can be fine-tuned to improve the speed of the device. As blocking the operation of the car, cellular network may be affected. Benefits. Question 2. A user downloads a widget onto his Android phone but is puzzled to set the when the widget is touching an iOS launcher. What is a possible cause? I need to translate this question. The user has downloaded a virus, the widget is corrupt, the security settings of the Android OS has been compromised, the widget is associated with the app. Question 3. Which two location data source can locate apps to determine the position? Choice 2. Wi-Fi hotspot, an app source, remote lock. Which two location data source can locator apps use to determine the position? Remote lock. I don't know. Wi-Fi hotspot. Question 4. Which two methods are commonly used to remove the default restriction, routing and jailbreak? What is a good source of safely download Android? Google Play. Which model does Apple use to provide iOS apps to commerce? Okay, iCloud. Which component uses the greatest amount of power of most mobile devices? Which can use the greatest amount of power? I don't know, camera or LCD. The camera, LCD screen. No. CPU. I don't know, camera. CPU. Okay, question A. Which three methods can be used to unlock a smartphone? Unlock, biometric, swipe pattern, passcode. Question 9. What are two purposes of the passcode lock features on mobile device? To help prevent their private information, to prevent unauthorized use of the device, to return the device to the default factory state. Question 10. A user presses the recent apps icon on an Android-based smartphone to see a list of recently used apps. What should the user do to remove the app from the list? Swipe the app up, double tap on the app, swipe the app down, swipe the app on the other side. I don't know. I need translate. Question 11. Which two conditions must be met for mobile device security measures such as remote lock and remote wipe? The device must be powered on. The device must be connected to a network. The passcode must be disabled. Okay. 12. Which features of an Android or iOS mobile device helps prevent malicious programs from infecting the device? The phone carrier prevents the mobile device app from accessing some smartphone features and programs. The passcode restrict the mobile device apps from access to older programs. The mobile device apps are running in sandbox. The remote lock features, I don't know. Dirty, what is Wi-Fi calling? A method used to push apps to smartphones, a converting way to security and digital web payments with no. A government emergency alert service for smartphone, a way to make mobile phone calls over a wireless data network. 14. Which cloud-based storage service? OneDrive. No, Dropbox. OneDrive or Dropbox? I don't know. OneDrive. Okay. OneDrive. Question 50. What are two types of cloud-enabled service for mobile devices? Screen calibration. What are two types of cloud-enabled service? Locator apps, remote backup. Summit. Please relaunch the course to record your progress. Slowly. I need one moment, please. Okay. Only view the. Okay. Which features? Okay. User swipe up the exam. Okay. iCloud. Which model does Apple use to provide iOS customers? A Sandbox, Xcode. Okay, remote lock file. Congratulations, you have passed the test. Okay, and the next video is operating system basics final exam. This is all for this